It started as these things always do, with a knock. Not the polite kind either. More of a rapid-fire tap, 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 followed by a clipped voice shouting, "Hello? Yes, I need to speak with you immediately." I opened the door to see Karen Simmons, head of the Crestfield Bluffs HOA Compliance Committee, clipboard in hand, reading glasses on a chain, the posture of a person born for petty authority. "I need to talk to you about your unauthorized structure," she said. I blinked. "Which structure?" "That thing," she said, pointing to the new architectural addition in my backyard. A small modern shed with solar panels, slatted wood siding, and a green roof. It was sleek, clean, eco-friendly, and very much within all local zoning guidelines. Or so I thought. "You didn't submit the proper forms," Karen continued, "and it's a clear violation of Crestfield Bluffs' aesthetic integrity policy." I smiled politely. "Actually, I submitted my plans to the city, the county, and your HOA board 3 months ago, stamped and approved." Karen gave a condescending laugh. "I don't think you understand how codes work. This structure is not compliant with Section 4.2.7 of the Municipal Housing Overlay. I can have this removed." That's when I decided to play my card. I stepped back, opened my office door, and gestured to the wall. Mounted proudly were my credentials: PhD in structural engineering, lead consultant, National Building Code Advisory Council, primary author, Regional Code Revision 4.2.7. That's right. The very regulation Karen was citing, I wrote it. She paused. For a moment, I thought she might combust. I've never seen that interpretation," she sputtered. "You must be misapplying your own guidelines." "I'm quite certain I'm not," I said, handing her a printed copy of the code, annotated, highlighted, with references. "This is the most recent version, signed off by the county commissioner. You'll see my name on the footer of every page." Karen didn't take it. She stormed off with a vague threat about escalating this. That was Monday. By Wednesday, she'd posted a violation notice on my mailbox. Bright orange, written in bold letters, "Unapproved structure, mandatory removal order." So I responded the only way I knew how, through official channels. I forwarded the notice to the Crestfield Bluffs HOA Legal Review Board, copied the city zoning office, and added a friendly note to the county building department's compliance officer, a former student of mine from a lecture series I gave 2 years prior. Within 72 hours, Karen received a cease and desist letter from the city. Turns out, not only was my structure compliant, it was being used as a pilot example for sustainable backyard utility design under a new state grant. Worse for Karen, her attempts to have it removed, by ignoring approved permits and misrepresenting code, qualified as administrative abuse under her HOA charter. She'd overstepped. The fallout was fast. A special meeting was called by the HOA board. Several members, tired of Karen's crusades, voted for an internal review. Community members came forward with similar stories: improperly filed fines, harassment for minor infractions, even threats over wind chimes and mailbox paint. Within a month, Karen was formally removed from the HOA board for cause. She appealed, lost. She tried to rally the neighborhood, failed. And in poetic irony, her own backyard shed, built years earlier without proper paperwork, was flagged by the same city office she tried to weaponize against me. It was torn down. As for me, my structure now features in local code seminars as a model for low-impact, high-efficiency backyard design. I occasionally lecture about zoning abuse and overreach, using Karen as a textbook example of how power, when misused, inevitably collapses on itself. I still see her sometimes walking the block with a sour expression, avoiding eye contact with every neighbor who once feared her. And every time I step into my sunlit backyard, past my fully compliant structure, I remember: never argue code with the person who wrote it.